Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Chris and today we will be playing through the first few moments of Sonic Mania Plus, one of my all-time favourite games. So before getting into the nuts and bolts of it, we have ourselves a little cutscene here, which is just, I think, one of the best pieces of animated work in Sonic the Hedgehog ever. Sonic Mania. This is one of the best games in the Sonic series, by no exaggeration. It was announced for the 25th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, and came out a year later, so that would make it 2017. And so, yeah, with Sonic Mania, it's basically a return to form in that it does away with all the modern Sonic gimmicks and stuff, and it's just all about raw 2D platforming where speed is the reward for knowing the stages rather than the push of a button in the modern Sonic games. Not that I dislike the modern Sonic games, I reckon that done right they can be jolly brilliant. But yes, we have here Sonic Mania. Let's go. And of course this is Sonic Mania Plus, which includes all the DLC goodness that came out about a year later. But for now, let's just go into the Mania mode, and here we have the character selection screen. So in the base game, it comes with Sonic, Tails, and also Knuckles. And we also have a few new faces that were a part of the Plus DLC, namely Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel. Two lesser known faces from the Sonic franchise, but all round people who were a fan of Knuckles Chaotix or the Sega Sonic game, as well as I believe the Archie comics. When they were a thing of Sonic the Hedgehog, they had Mighty Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel partake in many adventures with Sonic, Knuckles, the Chaotix, etc. But enough about that. So we're gonna dive in with Sonic and Tails into a all new game. Here we have Tails looking very, very smart in his pilot getup in the tornado. And Eggman's robots, they're up to no good. What could they possibly be up to? Aha! So that is the Phantom Ruby. And it whisks you away. So here we are, into the first zone of the game, Green Hill Zone, which is most definitely a zone, and possibly the most well-known zone in Sonic the Hedgehog. It was the first zone in Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's also been quite a recurrence in the Sonic series, much I think to the detriment of Sonic the Hedgehog as a franchise. They just can't seem to get it into their heads that we don't really want to see Green Hill Zone again, and I just managed to land the spikes there and lose all my rings before my shield came into effect. But on the plus side, I do have a cool shield, so that is nice. So this is the Flame Shield, which allows me to sort of do a homing attack right into the motor bug when I'm trying to explain how things work. And that was a special stage ring where hopefully I'm going to have better luck than with the Flame Shield I just had. So the special stages here, we have to obviously chase the UFO, as the writing said, whilst also collecting the rings here and getting the blue spheres in this really wonky line to fill up the gauge at the top there. And once we fill it up, like I just did a few seconds ago, we managed to move a bit faster. By extension, I think that the alien spaceship also moves a bit faster, but we, at this point, are moving just a tad bit faster than the UFO at this moment. And so we just go around the 3D racetrack here, which is in sort of the style of Sonic CD and the original sort of 3D Sonic games where it was all, you know, polygons and stuff like that. Very boxy, as I used to say. And you catch up to the UFO and you get a Chaos Emerald! Yeah. You get the score, you get a Chaos Emerald. Like, life is just sweet when you get a Chaos Emerald. And then you go and you get dropped back into Green Hill Zone, into the level that you found the special stage in. Invincibility. Gotta love invincibility. And we have here Ring Box. And we're at the boss. This one is relatively simple. It's basically two sets of swinging pendulums, sort of swing at the same time. You want to avoid it when they're red and spiky. Uh-oh. And just like that, you defeat it. And you get through Green Hill Zone Act 1. Love the background effects for this game. Just so pretty. So much more detailed, I reckon, than the original 3 Sonic games and Knuckles. And we are gonna keep going into Green Hill Zone here. We can bash through walls there, like it's nobody's business. And being able to spin dash as well in Green Hill Zone. The original game did not have the spin dash, but being able to spin dash and stuff really just makes the heart grow fonder of the spin dash in the original Sonic game, because that original game, that's a bit of a hard one. But yes, we're just going to continue running through Green Hill Zone, not quite the speed of sound, because want to enjoy it while it lasts. Probably one of the better remixes of Green Hill Zone, as opposed to whatever the heck kind of music they were doing in Sonic Forces. But all that's going to come to an end as we are at the end, and we got ourselves a 1-up with the 100 rings up there. And we are up against Dr. Eggman in his new Death Egg robot, which isn't a Death Egg robot. It's a Green Hill robot where we can jump on the arms. His weak spot is basically the head, so you wanna avoid not hitting the head like that. But at least when you have the invincibility frames, you are able to hit him. The idea is you want to land on the arms, but you sort of can't when they're right above your head. Also want to avoid the bombs. And also you don't want to take your sweet time with this boss either, because then he starts to speed up, as well as you sort of near the end of the Green Hill Cliff. But all that is well and good. We have finished our first zone of the game, Green Hill Zone, and we get to save the bunny rabbits and the birds. And isn't that just a good day all round? Oh, one of the birds fell into the pit. Oh, another one. Oh, and the rabbits, and I think the other birds did too. Unfortunate day for the birds. But here we go. The Phantom Ruby takes effect, and Sonic and Tails are whisked away once again. Into Chemical Plant Zone. Oh dear. Little animations in this game are priceless. And here we are anyway, into Green Hill Zone. So effectively what that Phantom Ruby is, it's a massive plot device that just sort of explains away why we are in all these old zones. It sort of teleports you through time and space. And that's about as complicated as it needed to be, but Sonic Forces, the next game, if you will, in the series, sort of made it overly complicated by saying that, oh, it creates reality around you, which doesn't make even the slightest amount of sense. So we're just going to run on it basically sends you through space and time, and we're going to deal with it that way. Anyway, so this is the next bonus stage, which is just a tad bit more complex. So obviously we now have spike balls, which we sort of want to avoid, which we can avoid by promptly jumping over the circle ones, whilst also you know, just not running into them. That also works. The blue spheres and stuff, they also have these little boxes that I just jumped into, which can help fill up your gauge, and the one with the arrow actually increases the gauge to the next level. So it's always a good idea to get that whilst it's at a lower level, so that you can then get the speed boost, and we get a Chaos Emerald from that. And a 1-up. And a continue. But we're not going to need the continue, because basically I am not going to die. And I say that full well knowing that I'm now probably about to make the biggest mistake of my life, but I am going to continue with the idea that I am not going to die, and I'm just going to be altogether awesome at this game, because, you know, it's one of my favourite games. I like to think that I'm at least semi-okay at it, and I'm not going to make a silly error. And we're just going to speed boost our way through here. Oh no. Okay, we're going to go this way then. Oh, it doesn't matter. We have made it to the end, and we have ourselves a checkpoint and the next boss. Now, this one is ever so slightly harder than probably the first boss that we faced, in that we have to avoid these things, which sort of have a bit of a weird behaviour pattern that is really hard to avoid, and I lost all my rings except for 9 of them. But I am going to endure, because that is just how, oh my god, that is just how I function as a human being. And we defeated the bad guy anyway, so, you know, don't need to worry about it. Got to Act 1. Time to explore the Chemical Plant Zone Act 2, where we have a all-new gimmick here, which are these gelatinous little pods here. And you step on the syringes, and you can actually make them change colour. The green ones obviously allowing you to jump further, and also those purple things on the walls, which allow you to sort of cling onto them, and time when you want to jump off in the other direction, which is a fun little gimmick. They're all fun gimmicks here. Oh, those enemies are annoying. Oh, those things are annoying too. Basically, you want to hit everything that you possibly can in the head of the robot, provided the head of the robot does not have a spike. And you want to sort of keep going like that, and avoid spikes on the enemies, and then you won't lose. You won't, you know, lose your rings. Uh oh. So here is another syringe, so you just hit on the top of them, change the colour. That's how chemistry works, right? Anyway. We go up here. The blue ring power-up. So now my ring total is blue, which means that the next time I get hit, instead of all the rings sort of dispersing in a million different directions, I'm actually only going to lose a few rings. No, I'm going to lose all my rings, but I'm going to be able to pick up pretty much all of these giant rings, and each ring corresponds to a certain number, so I don't Basically it makes it easier to get all of the rings, is what I'm trying to say. After I get hit and lose them all. And we're going to continue here with another fast section. Oh dear. And I'm gonna speed up. Yes, I'm gonna speed up now. And we have ourselves a secret passageway up here, which is all very, very secret, and only the good people. Oh, see, so there are giant rings that are all stuck under there, so I can't get them. Giant rings. You collect one, and you get 9 back. And we go into the big ring. So this, I believe, would be special stage number 3, and in this one, it's a bit of a risk-reward system. As we get into the second speed, these blue spheres that are on the edge will be a bit harder to get without sort of going off the edge, into the ditch, into the spikes, into Deathsville. We don't want to go into Deathsville. What we do want to do is win. And win we shall. We shall win. I believe that we are not going to lose. We are going to win. So these yellow ramps are also new to this one, and we can sort of jump in the air like we just don't care. Oh dear, the thing is getting a bit further away. Trying to just concentrate a bit. I'm not sure what I'm concentrating at. There's hardly any traps here, to be honest. But I know that as soon as I say that, I'm probably going to fall into one of the traps. Okay. That was nearly disastrous. We're just going to continue going now. We're not going to let that stop me. We're not going to let anything stop me. We're not going to let this get the better of us, and we got it. We got the Chaos Emerald. Yes. Love the jingle. So now we're in the Chemical Plant Zone again, and we're nearing the final boss, I believe, of this zone. Ah, the tune's nice. Beep beep beep. And we are gonna just drop in to see Dr. Eggman in possibly one of the best references to Sonic Past in the entire game. We get to play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. A very old title where the idea is you want to connect the 4 beans, they were called in this rendition, and basically once you get rid of them, everything above them will fall, which leads itself to some really, really cool combos, which I'm going to try and create here. Here we go. Yes. What a fun combo. And when you do the combo, the black ones there that can't be connected drops into the other person's column. I can talk. Anyway, so we're just gonna hold off on that red one there for a brief moment, because all I need is just one, and I can set off this big chain reaction. Haha! When it's red, you know you're pretty much doomed. And also, Eggman, it's not really the best at the boss at all. You'd be hard pressed to lose unless you were really trying. But anyway, we have made it through Act 2. Pretty swell, if I do say so myself. And with that, we're going to see what the next zone is, and I think that will be the end of the video. So the next zone will be the first new zone of the game, Studiopolis Zone, and that will be the first zone that we explore next time. So that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. So we went through Green Hill Zone and Chemical Plant Zone, and next time we'll dive straight into Studiopolis and beyond. We got 3 of the Chaos Emeralds. Hopefully we'll get some more. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, just like the video, subscribe if you want, and you can comment below what you thought. Thanks again. Bye.